Hey there, this is Abhishtu and welcome back. The first part of this video is going to be a bit of a rant, so if you want to skip that and get to the main part, the future of the channel, there's an annotation on the screen. Just click on that and it'll take you there. I'll give you a minute. Okay, this video is more for me than anyone else. I needed some sort of buffer between the first video I had to make and the kind of videos I wanted to make on this channel. I just couldn't start making videos. I mean, after something like this happens to you, you really can't, just go back to being jolly and putting, proper content. I just couldn't do it. So, this I'm making this video as some sort of buffer. And I didn't want my first actual video to, feature a overly long intro. So I'm making this as a separate video. First of all, a huge shout out to all those who shared that video around. The only aim of making this video was to spread awareness to make sure that what happened to me does not happen to anyone else. And with your support, I feel that I have been able to accomplish that. I'm also extremely grateful for all the support I've been getting, all the sympathy, even all the constructive criticism. Like, why did you even bother with IT Wares? You could have just gone with Amazon. Well, I had my reasons. I will get into all that later, but for everything, really, thank you. Just to give you some sort of background, the graphic card I was trying to buy was for the first PC build I was ever making. I've been a PC enthusiast for a while now. I've been a gamer all through college, and now that I have a job, I had some of my own money. I was like, why not? Let's fulfill the dream, make a badass PC. And I spent months going through every single possible metric on PC building. The how, the why, the what kind of components, what kind of power it consumes, what kind of performance can you expect, bottlenecks, case configurations, fan configurations, everything. And I live in a non-AC room, so temperature values were also a huge thing for me. I looked into all of that, but the one thing I took for granted was that if I pay for something, I actually get it. I'd never even considered the possibility that I could be cheated out of a component. And this one thing that I overlooked has literally robbed me of my peace of mind. So please, whatever you do, don't let this happen to you. I was fortunate to have extremely supportive parents. They backed me up. They actually gave me money so that I could buy another graphics card and complete my build, which is how I'm putting out these videos. I'm definitely paying them back. Obviously, I can't pay it all in one go, but I'm not going to let them, pay for this. This is going to be on me. Obviously, as you can imagine, the month of January has not been great for me, but the worst thing is the graphics card incident wasn't even the worst thing to happen to me in the month of January. I got into an accident. I was on my way to work on a bike. I was driving on the highway at that time. Another person turned onto the wrong side of the highway on a blind curve, and I had no reaction time whatsoever. This is a picture of my bike. You may not be a bike enthusiast, but you know there is something wrong with it. I was lucky to get out alive, and it was genuinely a miracle that I had no serious injuries. I had a helmet on, thankfully, and the person sitting with me was all right too. This incident came with another set of problems. I'm not going to get into it, but it did give me a stressful few days. Less than 2 weeks after this, I lose 2 months of my salary over a marble. So, not the best start for the year 2016. But, you know, things happen and you really can't do anything about it once it has. Moping about it is not going to change anything for me. What's happened has happened. All I can do is prepare for the worst and hope for the best. On the side of the bike, I had insurance, so that took care of that. As far as the graphics card is concerned, I am looking into all legal options. But this is not going to be an anti-IT Wares channel. I'm not going to spend day after day making videos against IT Wares saying this, that. That is not what I'm here to do. When I wanted to make videos on YouTube, I wanted to put out interesting content for people, and that is what I will do. I will, of course, constantly remind people to be careful, but that is it. I've already made a permanent record on the internet which people can find every time they Google the IT wares and they can be warned of it. There is no reason for me to keep pressing this issue. If there are any developments in this area regarding the refund of my card, I will let you know. But apart from that, I'm not going to burden you with my problems. You guys are here on YouTube to learn something, to see something interesting, and that is what I'm going to try and give to you guys. And I hope you like it. Well, that's the end of the rant. So, getting to the business. As far as the future of the channel, like I said, this is not going to be an anti IT wares channel. There's going to be some actual proper content here. I'm going to be starting off with the build of my personal PC, the components I took, the why and the what, and some benchmark numbers. Then I'm going to diverse into other things such as product reviews and also making other builds on PC for various price ranges and various requirements with all the information that I have collected. And I hope you'll find that useful and you'll be able to make a better decision, whatever your final decision is on whatever you want to buy. I'll also be putting videos on small tips and tricks I've picked up on PC optimization, so on and so forth, and of course gaming. I'm a regular Battlefield 4 and StarCraft 2 player, so that will feature somewhere in the channel. I really don't know how I'm going to integrate it, but it's going to be there. Another thought I've had is making videos in both English and Hindi. The reason being, well, I'd like to make videos in English and that would work out. बट ऐसे भी काफ़ी लोग होंगे जो शायद अंग्रेज़ी जानते हुए भी अपने रिव्यूज़ या अपने बिल्ड्स हिंदी में पसंद करें. सच बोलूँ तो मुझे कोई आइडिया नहीं है कि ये काम करेगा या लोग इसे पसंद करेंगे या नहीं. बट कोशिश करने में क्या जाता है. अगर लोगों को पसंद आ गया, अगर बात बन गई तो ठीक है, कंटिन्यू करते रहेंगे, नहीं तो रोक देंगे. उसमें कोई बड़ी दिक्कत आएगी नहीं. Given the ease of editing and using shadow play, I'm going to continue with the concept where the game runs in the background and I'm putting up pictures and I'm talking in the background because I think that gets the message across and it's easy for me to do. So let's see how that works. Also, this is the first time I've done any sort of video editing, so I'm still trying to understand how that works and all that. So I will put my first video out pretty soon. It's going to be on the build of my personal PC, and then we'll start from there. Hoping to see you there as well. Until then, this is Abhishtu signing off.